maybe it's not that he was wronged. Maybe he's the one in the wrong.
Prosecutors in their closing arguments this morning pointing the finger at disgraced Clark County Public Administrator Robert Tellis. The jury now deliberating in that murder trial.
Tellis accused of the 2022 stabbing death of investigative newspaper reporter Jeff Gehrman. 8 News Now investigator Kyle Payne is playing the waiting game while the jury deliberates. So Kyle, any word on those deliberations? I know it's a little early.
Well, Denise, Kirsten, just a moment ago, the jury had a question for Clark County District Court Judge Michelle Levitt. That question, as it were, was can the jury have more paper? And can they zoom in on certain video evidence? That's after 2 days of jury selection, 8 days of testimony from some 30 witnesses, including Tellis himself. Tellis' attorney, Robert Draskovich, did strong work trying to establish reasonable doubt for those deliberating jurors, 7 women and 5 men. One of his most significant points is that police found no blood on Tellis' body, clothes, car, or at the crime scene. But of course, we know police testified that Gehrman's DNA was under his fingernails. And prosecutors say Tellis, and not a professional hitman as the former politician has claimed, killed the investigative newspaper reporter Jeff Gehrman.
Professional killer versus amateur killer. Mr. Tellis would like you to believe that this was an assassin with combat training. The state would submit to you, you don't need combat training to stab people. You don't have to go to knife school. You don't have to do that. If you're angry enough, you can stab people pretty good. If you got enough hate in your heart, you can really go at people. And I would submit to you, the state would submit to you, that Mr. Tellis had had enough of being exposed, written about, publicized, embarrassed, and he wasn't going to have it done again. Because at this point, the state would submit, Gehrman had taken everything from him. Everything. Everything that he worked for. He worked his way up through law school. He got himself elected, and this guy took it all from him. So he wanted to take something, all the other evidence.
If they don't reach a verdict in the next few minutes or so, that jury will be dismissed until tomorrow morning. There is, of course, no set time on deliberations. It really could come down at any time. And, of course, it's a process. That jury already with one question. And there's no guarantee even they'll come back with a unanimous verdict. We'll keep you posted. Live here at the Regional Justice Center. Kyle Payne, 8 News Now.
Thank you so much, Kyle. Tellis faces life in prison if convicted. We will, of course, carry the verdict live right here on 8 News Now and stream it online at 8newsnow.com when it comes down.